Good morning, and thank you for attending the Components of Intake Packets PowerPoint presentation. I'd like to start off with the values of the organization. The values of the organizations allow employees to serve patients effectively. A lot of these values include teamwork, a collaborative environment, and a collaborative approach. It should be embraced in clinical care and research and teaching. Patient-centered care, quality of patient safety should be a priority in everything done in healthcare. Internal and external partnerships should be established to incorporate and manage patient services effectively. Leadership, growth with development of leaders should be promoted throughout the organization to allow programs to export knowledge to national and international levels. Respect and diversity, respect the differences of patients and families should be valued and respected, especially with those who seek care and those who provide the care. Excellent and innovation in clinical care, teaching, and research, and there should be continuous improvements in quality services and cost effectiveness. CODA ethics include patient relations. All patients receive care which is medically appropriate and necessary without looking upon race, religion, disability, age, marital status, and the ability to pay, and the source of pay. Physicians should never offer referrals to other healthcare providers for compensatory or financial interest. For billing and services, bills to patients and claims to third-party payers are prepared in an accurate, complete, and honest manner, complying fully with the law. Political participation is limited by federal and state law. Conflict of interest from outside activities of personal interest can make it difficult to make decisions. Communication, including social media, all communication, either paper, electronic mail, and internet access, should be used for business purposes since they are property of the Three Mountains Hospital. Patients' information is owned by the hospital for business purposes and has to be protected. The purpose of our intake packet and the components of the intake packet help the organization to serve their patients at their level best. It helps patients to know their rights as required by law. Explanation of privacy policy. Privacy policy regulates how healthcare organizations collect, hold, use, and disclose patients' personal information and how that information can be corrected. This is bound by law. Privacy policies protect patients' personal information. Patients' personal information is information that can identify the patients. The explanation and the purpose and the goals of HIPAA. HIPAA, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, is legislation of the United States that offers data privacy and security requirements for protecting medical information. The two main purposes of HIPAA is to provide constant health insurance coverage for workers who lose or change their jobs, and to reduce the administrative burden and cost of healthcare and standardizing the electronic transmission of administrative and financial transactions. The goals of HIPAA is to combat abuse, fraud, and waste in health insurance and healthcare delivery, improving access to long-term care services, and health insurance. The acknowledgement of receipt is used to identify transactions in the healthcare industry. It is used to show whether the transmission of information was accepted or rejected. It is required by law for patients to sign acknowledgement of receipt. The patient's consents for healthcare providers to use and disclose health information and purpose of treatment, payment, and healthcare operations. I'd like to thank you for attending this PowerPoint presentation.